Coming up on OU Nightly, today is the last day to vote early in next Tuesday's election. We are breaking down the ballot. Plus, changes to parking rules in downtown Norman.
And Norman is expected to see thunderstorms tonight with the severe thunderstorm watch already in place. I'll let you know the timing and hazards in your full forecast. This is OU Nightly.
Weather is making its way into Norman area tonight. Thanks for watching OU Nightly. I'm Caroline Kramer.
And I'm Clay Webster. Our chief meteorologist, Aiden Bruns, joins us live at the desk here with our first weather outlook.
Yeah, guys, we've already got storms building across the state right now, and it's all because of this cold front. I mean, just our satellite and radar image right now is a little crazy. Let's take a look at it right now for you. Across the nation, we've got a low pressure system way up in the Midwest, but the cold front is really what's making a difference for us here in Norman right now, and the storms are building right along with it. It's forcing the lift of the atmosphere, and you can see those storms. Lots of severe thunderstorm warnings already going off, and it's with that cold front. This one over here down in Caddo County is also heading to the north, and it's going to make a difference for us when it gets here. Also, these storms down in Lawton, they're all going to be pushing to the northeast, so that's what's going to affect us. Again, a severe thunderstorm warning or a severe thunderstorm alert here for our watch right now heading into the rest of the night. It's until 10 p.m., so we're going to be watching it until these storms move out, but the severe weather outlook is looking at a slight risk right now, so we'll go over all the hazards that's coming with it tonight in the full forecast.
Thanks, Aiden. And with all the rain, the National Weather Service is reminding residents of the dangers of floodwater. The NWS says to never drive into high water. 12 inches of fast-moving water is enough to sweep away a car.
And your campus weather authority has you covered with all things severe weather. Scan the QR code on your screen now to stay connected with our weather team for only $12 a year.
And you're taking a live look at the Cleveland County Election Board office, or sorry, there's no shot. There it is, where early voting ends today in Norman. So we are breaking down the ballot for you tonight.
There are 5 propositions on the ballot for Norman voters. One focuses on raising the hotel tax from 8 to 10%. Norman voters will also vote on the funding for a homeless shelter.
Another proposition would renew the city's street maintenance bond, providing $35 million for maintenance over the next 5 years. Ward 5 voters will also take to the ballot to vote for their next city council member. Deanna Hutzel and Trey Kirby will face each other in a runoff election. And today is the final day to file for Cleveland County Commissioner. So far, 3 candidates have filed to run for 2 seats. Notably among them is Michael Nash, a former city council member who resigned after moving out of his ward's boundaries. Election day is November 3rd.
The city of Norman is making changes to parking downtown. All 1-hour timed parking will be changed to 2-hour parking. Paid parking surrounding the Cleveland County Courthouse will also be replaced with 2-hour parking. Mayor Stephen Tyler Holman says he hopes the change will help downtown businesses and create more consistent parking.
And the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office announces multiple firearms were recovered by a search warrant. The Sheriff's Office says these guns here on your screen were recovered from an unnamed convicted felon. The search warrant was served here in Cleveland County. The case remains active tonight.
And the Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics have released 3 adults from a human trafficking operation in Oklahoma City. The OBN says the recoveries happened across multiple operations in OKC this week. OBN also says the trafficking victims are now receiving treatment. If you or anyone you know suspects someone is being trafficked, you can report suspicious activity on the number on your screen.
And a reward is being offered for a U.S. pilot shot down over Iran. Matthew Carson has that and the rest of today's national and international headlines from the News Center.
The U.S. rescued a service member from Iran after their F-15 fighter jet was shot down over Iran. Out of the crew of 2, 1 pilot still remains in Iran. The Iranian state promised a reward to any Iranians that helped locate the missing Americans. This is the first U.S. aircraft shot down over Iran since the start of the conflict. And NASA has released the first photos of Earth taken by the astronauts aboard the Artemis II. The Artemis II, which launched April 1st, will reach the moon for a flyby on April 6th. NASA Mission Control describes the photos as, quote, a reminder that no matter how far we go, we are still one world, watching, hoping, and reaching together. And the state and federal trials of Luigi Mangione have been delayed again. This comes after a previous delay when the federal trial had difficulty in selecting non-biased jurors. Mangione's defense are asking for further delays, highlighting their concerns of preparing for two trials at once. Mangione is accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson and could face the death penalty. And Tiger Woods, on the scene of his most recent car crash, told the police that he was, quote, on the phone with the president, according to body cam footage. Clay, Caroline.
Still ahead, a local airport is taking off with a big honor.
Why Max Westheimer Airport is being recognized for a very special award.
And I'm here at the Norman Fire Training Center, where today's drive had donors ready to make an impact. We'll show you what was going on inside coming up.
Taking a live look at the Gaylord Family Memorial Stadium.
Welcome back to OU Nightly. Today, our Blood Institute is hosting a blood drive right here in Norman.
OU Nightly's Gracie Steinbrink is live with the story. Gracie.
The Our Blood Institute just wrapped up here at the Norman Fire Training Center, and it was a day of receiving donations from the people of Norman.
OBI partnered with first responders all over Cleveland County with a shared goal of serving the community.
We need blood on the regular. With this particular blood drive, if you donate at it, it stays within the community. So we give these bloods to the Norman regionals and all the hospitals as well.
Across the board, OBI received 25 donations at today's drive, but the demand for blood is every day.
One donation has the opportunity to save 3 lives. We need about 1,200 donations a day just to stay up with our hospitals.
Kai Staley is the account consultant for OBI, and he told us why he thinks everyone should be a part of this cause.
Whenever you have the opportunity to help somebody, do it, because that's God answering their prayers through you. Coming out and just taking a moment of your time to really help somebody else is, I feel like it's the purpose of life. You're meant to be on this earth to serve others, and there's nothing better than coming out and doing something that's bigger than yourself.
Don't worry, there are still some more opportunities to give. There are a couple of blood drives happening at Thunder Harley-Davidson, Moore Norman Technology Center, and Randall University all this month. They'll have free t-shirts and gift cards, so you don't want to miss out. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Gracie. And Max Westheimer Airport received the Airport of the Year award from the Oklahoma Airport Operators Association. The airport's director, Lance Lamkin, was named the 2026 Airport Manager of the Year. Lamkin credits his award to his coworkers and staff. Still ahead, get your Easter baskets ready, Norman.
An exciting event is coming to town, and it's perfect for every bunny.
And we're tracking severe storms across Oklahoma. This line is already developing from the northeast to the southwest, and these storms off towards Lawton and Caddo County, they're going to be heading our way soon. So we'll talk about when they're going to get here in Norman after the break. But welcome back to OU Nightly, everyone. We've got lots of weather going on across the state today, specifically severe weather. Just take a look at this graphic we've got. We've got a severe weather risk from Norman, Oklahoma, all the way up to the Midwest. And especially if you're traveling for Easter this weekend, you're definitely going to want to keep an eye on this. If you're headed up north, we've got an enhanced risk for severe weather, including parts of South Iowa and northern parts of Missouri. But Norman specifically, we are in a slight 2 out of 5 risk from the Storm Prediction Center. So we've got some hazards we've got to look out for, and the storms are already brewing right now. This pink region is a severe thunderstorm watch, which is in place until 10 o'clock tonight, but the line of storms is already building, and we've even got some severe thunderstorm warnings in there already. So just look at some of these right now. This is one heading into Caddo County. That one's going to be going on for quite a while. It produced up to egg-size hail earlier this afternoon, but got some reports of quarter-size hail in there. That one's going to track a little bit probably to the north of Norman, but we could get clipped by some of these severe storms down by Lawton. And then also just looking at this hail detector for us right now, these blue little dots, it's telling us we've got some hail in there, so you're definitely going to want to keep an eye out for that tonight, and make sure you've got a way to receive watches, alerts, warnings throughout the rest of this evening. But again, large hail is definitely possible tonight. Could see up to tennis ball size hail with these storms. Everyone in this region, again, it's a little bit of a low end risk, but it could be a little bit damaging, so make sure you put your car in the garage before those storms get here tonight. But the wind risk is also another big deal with this one. Could see up to 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts in all of the shaded regions. So as those storms push through, it's all because of this cold front. They're all producing some lift, so those storms can develop and become severe. The good news for everyone is it's a very low tornado threat for us tonight. Again, very similar region because the storms are going to track from the west to the east and continue to move through this evening. But let's time it out for you. We've already got the storms building. It looks pretty similar as what we've got, but it's going to push into a line, pretty much what we saw earlier this week, and it's going to dump some rain on us too, so we do have a risk for some flooding, but you see how fast those storms move out. I just want to emphasize again, if you're traveling for Easter, it is not going to be the night to do that, so make sure you maybe put your plans to Saturday morning if you're heading out of town. Otherwise, if you're in Norman, hold tight for tonight. Those storms are going to drop a little bit more rain heading into the overnight hours, with another round coming in later tonight. So this is when our flooding risk picks up a little bit. These storms are expected to be a little bit to the south of Norman, but they still could drop some good amount of rain on us. And you just see how much rain that is across southeastern Oklahoma. So a flooding risk is definitely there. But again, heading into Easter weekend, lots of clear skies for us on Saturday and Sunday as well. But again, expecting quite a bit of rain, so ½ an inch here in Norman, but pushing 4 to 3 inches in parts of southeastern Oklahoma. So we've got a flood watch in place until tomorrow morning, so keep an eye out for that. Please turn around, don't drown. But Easter weekend is looking pretty nice, so keep your eyes out for that and definitely enjoy being outside. I'll send things back to the desk, guys.
Thanks. If you need something extra fun to do tonight in the Easter spirit,
the annual spring egg hunt is happening tonight at Andrews Park,
with candy, games, and even photos with the Easter Bunny.
Festivities start at 5, so hop on over.
And we hope you guys all have a very happy Easter.
Well, both gymnastics teams are in their postseasons with the hope to bring a national championship trophy back to Norman.
Their thoughts ahead of the meet this weekend and their matchups coming up next on Big Friday Sports.
Hello and welcome to everyone's favorite part of the week. I'm Michael Thompson, that's Oliver Schaefer, and it's time for Big Friday Sports.
OU women's gymnastics is springing into the NCAA postseason, and with it comes a new batch of challenges. Sooners hit the road for the Lexington Regional. They will take on Ohio State, Kentucky, and Rutgers as they look to defend the national championship. The Sooners learned a lot from their SEC championship loss last year and this year.
This is a very different team, and I will also say this was a very different SEC performance. Last year, we were poor. We executed poorly in the SEC. We weren't even close at the end. We kind of faltered on that last event. This year, I felt like the team fought all the way through, coming from fourth on that first event all the way to contending to win that meet.
Following a long 2-week break where nearly half of the OU men's gymnastics roster won awards, the #1 team in the nation will take on the MPSF championships tomorrow. Now I talked with 2 gymnasts earlier this week on Sooner Sports Pad about the postseason.
When you go into any competition, at least for us, it's not necessarily going up against the other teams, especially right now since we're ranked #1. It's really just going in to beat ourselves, and ultimately that's what it's all about with trying to win the national championship.
The mentality is always to go in there and just compete against ourselves, not worry about what the other teams are doing, just go out there and try to do our best.
Tossing around the diamond, OU baseball took on number 16 Alabama last night as LJ Mercurius allowed a first pitch bomb, which set the tone for a rough night. LJ allowed 7 runs in 1 1/3 innings. OU attempted a comeback but fell short, losing 10-7.
Cutters, changeups, fastballs, it didn't matter. I mean, they hit every pitch. I think the cutter was a home run, a changeup was a home run, a double off the wall was a fastball. Starts off the game, he throws a pretty quality pitch, pop up to left, and it leaves the yard.
Game 2 started at 1 p.m. due to weather. Jason Walk would get the jubilation started with an RBI single. Cam Johnson struck out 8 in a quality start for OU. Sooners win round 2, 4-2.
Well, over their counterparts in OU softball took care of Kentucky Thursday night, highlighted by the freshman Kai Miner in that leadoff position. She stays hot with 3 runs and 3 RBIs, but Kendall Wells is still the story with her 28th homer in the 10-2 run rule win.
We just took advantage. You could feel everybody after that just coming forward and getting the job done. So they just kept handing the bat, and it's a beautiful thing to watch when it is really hitting on all cylinders.
Well, due to weather, Game 2 of the series was moved up to 1 p.m., but that did not affect Kendall Wells or the team as Patty Gasso's squad beat the Wildcats 9-1. Wells hit her 29th home run of the season, meaning she could tie or break the NCAA freshman home run record tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Football spring practice is in bloom with some fresh faces. OU Nightly sports reporter Elle Gedman has the latest on OU spring football. Elle?
Yeah, guys, the spring game is back and the countdown is on, not only for the Sooner fans, but for the players as well. Both the offense and the defense have been putting in the work this week. Hear what Sooner fans had to say.
They raise the level of the room, you know. These guys come in, they're hungry, they're ready to work, they're ready to learn, they're ready to compete, and they don't know what they don't know, so they're just running without fear out there, and a lot of really good things happen whenever you just run without fear and you put your head down and you run through trash, and those guys have done a great job of, one, understanding what their assignment is, whether it's in the pass game or in the run game or protections. They've done a really good job of it.
Man, times are wasting, times are going. I'm really feeling like I just got to maximize on what time I have. Spring ball, the spring games in 18 days, and so I'm just counting the days, man. Just trying to make every second count. Like they try to say, don't count your reps, but make your reps count. And I'm really just trying to do that in every day of practice that we have.
The spring game is scheduled for April 18th right here behind me in the Palace on the Prairie. Tickets range from $12 to $17 if you want to watch the Crimson and Cream face off. Reporting live in Norman for OU Nightly, I'm Elle Gedman.
Thanks, Elle. One program here on campus is creating a new community through the game of basketball.
When we come back, hear the heartwarming story about this new community and what it means for those in it. Don't go anywhere.
But welcome back to Big Friday Sports. And sports were reasonably affected by the weather today, and you can see just why. We've got storms pushing towards the Oklahoma City metro and Norman tonight, so we'll definitely have severe weather coverage if it gets a little serious and we have to inform you on any warnings. But as for game day, we've got 55 and 60 degrees for softball and baseball start times tomorrow. So it's going to be a little chilly with cold front moving through, so temperatures are going to be on the colder side, especially for your Easter weekend. So bundle up, but enjoy the nice weather as severe weather will be moving out after tonight.
Well, thank you, Aiden, for that update on outside, but let's take it inside, Oliver. It is Final Four weekend, and believe it or not, we have plenty of hoops to talk about in Oklahoma.
Yeah, our own Dalton Davis is going to show you it's about more than just winning on the hardwood and just what it means to be a team. Dalton?
At the University of Oklahoma, sports are becoming more than just competition. Unified Sports is a program designed to bring together athletes with and without intellectual disabilities, promoting inclusion, teamwork, and community. And today, that mission was on full display as Westmore High School hosted a 3-on-3 basketball tournament, giving participants the chance to compete, connect, and show what the game is really all about.
Just to be impactful, to be a part of something bigger than yourself, and do something that makes you happy. It's always good to be a part of something where you know that there's a good message and a good meaning behind it. And again, kind of like I was hitting at earlier, like everyone deserves a community, whether you have a physical or mental disability of some sort or if you don't. It's good that we all kind of come together in this club and just hang out and have fun through sports. I think that's very impactful and important, and it gives people a community that otherwise wouldn't have one.
I'm skipping chemistry class right now just to enjoy time with my team, so it's really fun. And I would definitely say the team-like atmosphere, the people, the relationships, everything like that is so rewarding for me.
On the court, it may just look like another game of basketball, but here at the University of Oklahoma, Unified Sports is proving that it's much more than that. This 3v3 tournament is breaking barriers, bringing athletes together, and showing that teamwork goes far beyond the scoreboard.
Well, this month is Autism Awareness Month, and so being a part of a big club such as Unified Sports has allowed me to show my ability to play sports to the best of my ability as much as I can.
If you join, you'll make lots of new friends that you can even talk to out of the club and like become friends with.
Even though these students love the community that they have built, they also love to win.
It was awesome because we got that dub, and so it was just fun to play with my friends.
Just being able to take part of competitions such as this and getting ribbons such as that one.
And lastly, for these students, it's the takeaway that they cherish the most.
Unified Sports has served me a lot more than I've served it, and it just kind of gives me a passion and a purpose.
OU Unified Sports Club, it's the best time you'll have. You'll make a great community, and you'll just have fun at the end of the day.
Reporting from Westmore High School, Dalton Davis, OU Nightly.
Great story, Dalton. The Thunder and Lakers were in a prime-time matchup with playoff implications on the line Thursday night, and the Thunder gave former Sooner Austin Reeves and company a prime-time beatdown. Lou Dort hit his first 5 shots before SGA caps off the second highest scoring first half in Thunder history at 82 points. Now Isaiah Joe rained in 5 second-half threes, which led OKC to the 139-96 win.
Keeping on the hardwood, Oklahoma basketball plays Baylor on Fox tomorrow. And Michael, I gotta ask, what is this, the Big 12 days? Coming off an overtime win against the Colorado Buffaloes, which banked the Sooners $50K. Tip-off is at 1:30 in Sin City. If the Sooners win this one, they have a date with West Virginia or Creighton on Easter Sunday.
Well, Oliver, Sooner tennis has been on fire with the 8th-ranked women's team taking down #1 Georgia last week. As you can see here, they will be on the road for a couple of ranked matchups this weekend, while the number 11 men's team hosts Mississippi State for their final home match tomorrow. Now, Oliver, I got to ask you, Kendall Wells is really close to the record. Does she get it this weekend or next weekend?
I think she gets it this weekend. I mean, look at how much she's been slugging. She only needs 1 more to tie, and she's like the Barry Bonds of college softball. So, yeah, I got it this weekend.
I have to agree with you. I think she gets 2 tomorrow. Well, thank you so much for watching Big Friday Sports. For Oliver Schaefer, I'm Michael Thompson.
We'll see you next week, same time, same place.